Hi there. Let's see how to apply chi-square test today. So here is the definition of chi-square test. Chi-square test can be used for checking goodness of fit and also to test for the independence between variables. Today we'll see how to use chi-square test to check the association between two variables. Here is something about chi-square. Two random variables x and y are called independent if the probability distribution of one variable is not affected by the presence of other. Chi-square test in R is a statistical method which is used to determine if the two categorical variables have a significant correlation between them. The two variables are selected from the same population. So a couple of things to note here. It is a test which checks the association between two categorical variables. Okay. And these variables are selected from the same population. Now when you learn about chi-square test, you would also see the observed frequency and expected values as well. We create a contingency table while applying chi-square test, and if in that contingency table if any value is less than 5, we should go for Fisher's exact test. It is similar to chi-square test, but chi-square test has a limitation that when a value in a contingency table is less than 5, it is not accurate, and in those cases Fisher's exact test can be used. Okay, so let's see the data for this test. I have created some sample data which is city and purpose. It was in complete data to find out for what purpose the customers in the listed cities buy car for. So for example, in Kanpur city, some of the respondents have bought car for personal purpose. Other may have bought it for business purpose. So here what we are trying to say is, in these cities, what is the purpose of the people who responded to this survey of buying a car? And we are trying to find the correlation or association between city and purpose. Okay, so our null hypothesis would say there is no significant association between city and purpose for which the car is purchased. An alternative hypothesis would be there is significant association between city and purpose for which a car is purchased. Okay. So as always, let's set the working directory first of all. Now let's read the CSV file. We can put header is equal to true when we have a header in our file. In this case, we have city and purpose as the header of this file. So once you have read the file, we need to create a contingency table. What is a contingency table? Frequency tables of two variables presented simultaneously are called contingency tables. Contingency tables are constructed by listing all the labels of one variable as rows in a table and the label of other variables as columns. Okay. So how to create a contingency table? Now let's view the contingency table. On the left hand, in the form of rows are the name of cities, while the purpose are mentioned as column. And this is the frequency. For example, 13. So in Agra, there were 13 people who bought car for business purpose, 16 who bought four-wheeler or car for family purpose, and other 21 bought it for personal purpose. Now for applying chi-square test, you need to pass this contingency table as a variable to chi-square dot test function. Okay, let's review the result. So the p-value here is 0.9738, which is greater than 0.05. So in this case, we need to accept the null hypothesis, which says there is no association between the city and the purpose for buying a car. You can further check the observed and expected frequencies. These are the observed frequencies similar to the contingency table we created. What is the expected frequency? So this is the table for expected frequencies. These tables form the important part of a research work. Okay. And if you want to see the residuals, okay, this is how you can apply chi-square test and get the details in R.